Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Stefan from Stellaris, and today we're going to continue on with episode 9 of our series, with Fanatic Purifiers and the Grand Admiral Challenge. So let's begin. So far where we left off, I was just about to start war with the Admiral Corporation, and so let's see how that works out. Once again, we got another habitat. Let's colonize it real quick, and leave it be for the sector to manage. So interestingly enough, these guys are actually on an offensive war. However, they don't have any planets or star bases in their territories that are actually bordering the Flajvuvin Confederated Constituents. And so they're literally going to lose 3 systems in an offensive war, because they cannot go into this territory due to the fact that they're rivaling it. And so this is probably one of the most dumb wars I've seen so far.
War declared.
Looks like that trade empire that turned militarist is really going to use it now.
Technology secured.
Alrighty, we got volcano tile blocker clears. And now I think I'm going to go for some terrestrial sculpting. I do have a couple systems that I do want to sculpt. For instance, Aldebaran. And yeah, actually that's about it.
Technology secured.
Alright, we got self-aware colony ships. Still no 0 point, but so for now I think I'm going to just go for some X-ray lasers.
Technology secured.
Alright, we got battleships now. And so to make sure that my battleships can actually move around, I'll get some impulse thrusters. Oh no, we got insults from across the galaxy. Maybe they heard that I was trash talking them just a minute earlier. Your species seems to grow more and more disgusting each passing day, Abyssal and Stratum. You have literally no way of, like, interacting with me, guys. What are you doing? I mean, I know you're gonna probably win the war that you're fighting right now, but still. And now that my fleets are all gathered up at the S2E9 system, I can finally declare war. We will cleanse you.
We have declared war to safeguard our interests.
Yes. Ideally, one of my fleets should be able to take on whatever they have of their fleet. Especially considering the fact that their fleet is most likely distracted over here. So what I've done is I split up my 2 fleets. One of them is going over here, and the other one is going to go over here. That's going to ensure that I take as much territory as I possibly can. As for war doctrines, now that war has actually started, I'm going to go for some rapid deployment. That way my ships get to where they need to get to much quicker, and also they're going to have more range. That's going to be good. We're now getting insulted by the Brenthal Alliance. Now these guys have absolutely no way of actually interacting with me, due to the fact that this fallen empire is blocking them completely. And so I'll only get to them after I'm done with the Megamod confluence. And that's clearly not going to be in this episode. Oh no, we have pacifists on Tirath. How awful. So I've also found this thing. Looks like they were colonizing a planet. And for whatever reason, I can't actually bombard it, which is quite surprising. I mean, it actually looks like their system is completely mined, so I guess whatever colonization efforts are going on, they get cancelled out by the fact that someone else is interfering. It also looks like so far they have actually put up 0 resistance. Looks like most of the fighting is going on the Eastern Front. But that makes sense. The robots fighting them are actually more powerful than I am, so they're probably much more of a threat. Oh, we have encountered something in the Great Wound. Oh, this is quite an interesting system, isn't it? Probably a whole lot of research in this system. Looks like those things that we discovered were void clouds. A cloud, reads an odd report, collated from multiple sources, like a cloud of luminous star stuff billowing in the dark. The report goes on to refer to the phenomenon somewhat poetically as a void cloud. It is evident to the priesthoods of the Fangs of the Abyss that the clouds are heralds animated by some higher will. Exactly who or what belongs to the subject is heated debate, but that is likely to remain so for the foreseeable future. Until such time as the void cloud's true nature can be ascertained, it will be perhaps more prudent to treat the immense power evident in the rolling motion with some caution. Conduit for the divine or not, it must be studied.
Situation log updated.
It also looks like I lost some planet. That's quite a shame. I forgot to resettle pops to it. And we have a new contact with a pricky T. What a funny name. Oh, they're so cute. Quake in fear, aliens come, for your due approaches. The pricky tea will cleanse the galaxy of every misguided alien civilization that pollutes it with its presence. And best extension to burn! Oh dang, looks like they're fellow purifiers. Nice. This is a blessing, bro. It also looks like the way the galaxy generated means that they have literally no contact with anything over here. So they have one branch that is expanding over here, and that's it. That's pretty cool. Void unclouded. The void clouds are stewards of the cosmos. Once Mistral astronomers knew what to look for, they found traces of the void clouds everywhere. Formed at the dawn of creation, they stood watch as stars were lit and young planets formed. Now they drift quasi-conscious agglomerations of inanimate matter from the earliest hours of time itself, afloat between the dying stars and the breaking worlds. They're a constant reminder that we are all but small parts of something greater. Humbling. I don't really need the damage bonus, so I'll take the extra physics bonus.
Planetary invasion commenced. Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
Oh yeah, and by the way, this planet is now mine. Unfortunately, it is an ocean world that is completely inhabitable to me. Chloe Pemperscott has learned how to scout. Great. Now she will travel around much faster. Oh, it also looks like this system contains some of the pirates.
Technology secured.
Alright, we got terrestrial sculpting. Now we can terraform everything. And look at that, we got psionic theory. A bit late considering the fact that we already chosen the biological ascension path, but still 5% extra unity isn't bad. Surprisingly enough, I actually have more war exhaustion than the guys I was conquering. I don't understand how this is possible. I mean, I've taken over like half of their territory. Maybe it's because I only got one of their planets actually. So once I take over these two, it'll really start to change the balance. Alrighty, we got an encounter with Castor. Oh dang, it's Tiernaki. Interesting. And indeed, those are the Tiernaki, and we shall venerate them. Alright, well, look like you get a rivalry from the pacifists. It's also funny that these guys actually have Federation association with virtually everyone in the galaxy. I'm literally starting to conquer their core worlds, and they still haven't sent their fleet to me. I wonder why is that. Maybe it's because the AI received this war exhaustion thing as, oh, we're winning. Oh, finally. They're not even gonna attack my fleet, they're going for the starbase.
Technology secured.
And we got the X-ray lasers. And finally we can get 0 point. No saves come, boys. Huh, I guess a new strategy is born. If you just take over their stations and not their actual planets, they actually don't do much, apparently. Yes, war, battles.
Complete. Planetary invasion commenced.
Yes. What is this noise? Yay, they're a second fleet. Let me just quickly go ahead and decimate them. Or actually, I'll chill for them. I don't want to deal with the starbase as well.
Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
Alright, looks like Nigiro is now mine. And finally, they have more war exhaustion than I have. Since I don't have ecological adaptation tech to actually make this work, I'll leave the planets be, then terraform them, and then inhabit them again. This way I don't end up suffering any technology or unity bonuses, or rather detriments. Because every single colony gives us 20% extra to tradition research, and I really don't want to have to deal with that. Okay, I guess they're going around. That's not gonna work, buddy. Oh, you canceled it. Wow, you smart. You're a smart boy. It's fine, I'll cut you off. And they actually engage in combat with some of the mining drones. I wonder if I can actually claim the systems that this other empire is claiming. Because, I mean, I am supposed to insta-claim systems. So, I wonder how that works. You try to take my system, I try to take your life. Looks like you went back to the system, only to get destroyed.
Spaceport under attack.
Alrighty, we got our habitat complete. Now I will have to colonize it. Oh, we got even more passives on Splek. I could actually manage this world. It's alpine, so that doesn't go too much out of the way. And we got another tradition. I think right now I'm going to go for adaptability, and hopefully I should be able to modify my species at a lesser cost. Speaking of which, I'll actually modify my species right now real quick. I think I'll go for communal and talented. Let's create that template. It's only going to take 73 months. That's alright. Oh no, I guess they're gonna get targeted. That's fine. Now their fleets are gonna get absolutely wrecked. Wow, that brought war exhaustion to literally 100%. Let's see, I hope I can take over this planet before it falls.
Planetary invasion commenced.
Before the actual empire falls.
Attacking enemy assets.
Oh, I still need to claim that other planet. Whoops. Alright, looks like they surrendered to the mechs in a confluence. However, I'm still at war with them, so that's fine.
Planetary invasion commenced.
However, it does seem like this fleet is now blocked off from the rest of the Empire. But you know what? They're actually using a vast majority of lasers, so I think I'll just go to war with them. Also, I have to say, there's quite a lot of non-aggression pacts. And most of them are probably because of me. Oh, we got a new rival too. That's fine, we'll go to war with them ASAP. Well, we got insults. Perhaps there are star nations in this galaxy that are even more worthless than the things like this. If so, we have yet to meet them. You are inferior to me. You should not be talking. Oh dang, we got abduction proposals. That's probably because we took over the Sol observation station. We have identified a scientist among the primitive humans on Sol 3 that shows great promise. His brilliant research is far ahead of his peers, and his parts are revolutionary even by our standards. Although his work is certainly increasing the technological process of the humans, his potential is wasted on their backward civilization. In our advanced labs, we should have an opportunity to do some real science. Let's abduct him. I'll just, make my science ship warp over there.
Planetary invasion commenced.
Alright, I'm invading their last system.
Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
And now they're utterly destroyed. I mean, unless they're colonizing a planet somewhere over here, which they aren't. Do they exist somewhere else in the galaxy? They really don't. So where are they? Stellaris. Oh my god, it's a planet they're colonizing. Yeah, I should probably go and get that real quick. Actually, why am I sending my fleet over there? I need my transport fleet. Although I potentially could just bomb them into oblivion. Nah, I'll just take these guys over instead.
Technology secured.
We got new tech. Impulse thrusters. Now at this point, we're faced with a decision once again. Do we go for L-Gate Insights? I've actually done some research on the L-Gates. You actually need like 7 insights, and each of them takes like quite a while, so I'm not gonna go for it just yet. I'll go for flat cannons instead. Oh yes, ancient mineral processing hub that my transport ship is stupidly running into. The Transport Fleet 5 has encountered significant ancient mining drone presence in the Demetrius system. It appears to be a major mining and mineral processing hub, perhaps the last of its kind in the galaxy. Sure, just don't go there.
Attacking enemy vessels.
Oh, looks like I'm going in the system anyway. Whatever. Let's hope I don't get wrecked. I mean, I'm not getting wrecked, but I'm certainly losing some ships. And we have destroyed their mining base. Holy hell! 12,000 minerals? These really are untold riches. Hey, before it was kind of underwhelming, just a 13 mineral thing, but damn! 12,000 minerals. I really like the rebalances. That's like a whole habitat just in that one storage space. Yeah, at this point I might as well expand the size of my fleet. And unfortunately Strike Force Hippogriff isn't going to get anything because they're kind of stuck. But that should be fixed quite shortly when I declare war on them. Of course I could just disband the fleet, although that is going to cost me quite a lot of minerals. I also certainly don't need all this naval base capacity on some of these systems. In fact, the core station that I've recently converted, I'm quickly going to convert back. Although what I can certainly do is I can actually build a starbase over in this territory to upgrade the fleet, at least for now. This still continues? Wow. The Treasury. Scout units exploring the tunnel network on the Abyssal Shield have entered the Royal Palace in what was once the capital city of the underground alien empire. The corpse of what has passed for the empire is still perched on a massive throne in the main chamber. After using explosive charges to breach the palace treasury, our scouts found filled with gold and strange alien art. They were shipped back to the museums of the Abyssal Extension, and the sale of the gold should provide a nice boost to our state budget.
War declared.
Oh, we got war. Oh, looks like these guys are gonna try and mop up the Aldebaran Corporation. It's not like the Aldebaran Corporation will exist any longer. I'm sorry, what? Oh, I see what's happening. So for whatever reason, the fact that they colonized the system means that this planet is now mine. Well then, I guess I can't do much. Let's settle the status quo, shall we? And, oh dang, we actually gained their colony. We have gained administrative control of Beloris, formerly the holding of Aldebaran Corporation, because we control the starbase and the Colphanim system. You know, usually it's the other way around, but I guess that's fine. And the Aldebaran Corporation is no more. And this war is now over. Now, this is also quite strange, so for whatever reason I have 13 out of 16, yet I cannot reinforce. I guess I'll try to transfer some ships and merge them up. That still didn't do anything. I guess I now have a new Strike Force. So Strike Force Sphinx is going to get destroyed. And Strike Force Wyvern is now going to get reinforced. And is it just me, or is there less power on this fleet? This is incredibly strange. I guess there were ghost ships in the fleet. Not to worry, of course. This fleet is now back up and running. And this seems like a pretty good time to declare war once more.
Technology secured.
Although they are a superior force at this point. We also got flag cannons. Now let's go for extra cruiser hulls, since that will help me out quite a bit. I'm gonna go for a nice little crew quarters on this station, and then a couple shipyards, and then hopefully I can reinforce my fleet this way. Then I launch war. Now at this point I'm gonna queue up the colonization of Aldebaran, or rather its conversion so I can actually colonize it. To finance it, I'll actually drain the stockpile of these guys, so that's gonna give us quite a bit more resources. Oh no, implant malfunctions. That's fine, my science ship is already nearly in orbit. Alright, overall, I think we did pretty good. So we have completely and utterly destroyed a second empire. Next episode, I think I'm gonna go for the Mechnizar Confluence. And that should pose a bit more of a challenge, due to the fact that they're actually a superior force. I mean, in fact, they are the only superior force that is not a fallen empire. So that'll be quite interesting to see. I have also managed to build like 50 more habitats, so that's also kind of fun. Okay, maybe not 50, but like 9. That's a lot of habitats. That's gonna give us a lot of research. Next episode, I'm gonna get 0 point, and I'll also be able to start getting megastructures. And eventually, we'll be able to build ring worlds. Yay! Anyways, see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.